I was thinking, we do this little segment called a high five, and this is where we just kind of count down the top 5 challenges that maybe you would have been going through as a busy mom trying to take care of everything. In fact, I was just thinking, not long ago, the Olympics wrapped up. And if being a single mom was an Olympic sport, I want to ask you to think for just a second. What do you think the top 5 things that a mom would be able to do that all of those skinny girls in the Olympics, all of those super strong guys in the Olympics would never be able to accomplish? I was thinking about this question. In fact, I'm going to give you like a little high five here. This is my 5 answers. I'll start with number 5 and work my way up to number 1. But my top 5 things that a mom can pull off that probably nobody else can do to include those super talented Olympic athletes. Number 5 is the way that they drive a minivan. They drive that thing like Olympic skiers in the Winter Olympics going downhill in the slalom. I can see moms cutting through traffic like a slalom skier in the minivan. Number 4 on my list is a mom chasing a child around the house with a runny nose. And it's almost like the 400-meter hurdles. They're jumping over furniture, trying to wipe that nose before the child gets somebody else sick. So it's the 400-meter runny nose hurdles. Number 3 on the list is a mom wrestling with the children about what's for dinner, right? And this conversation happens in every house all over the world, like what's for dinner? And then it's an argument for the next 5 minutes about what's for dinner, right? Yeah, number 2 on my list would be this screaming baby marathon. And I'm talking about when they're 6 weeks old, there's something wrong. Mom has no idea what's going on. And it's 26 hours of screaming and still can't figure out what on earth is wrong with this child. What are they screaming about? Mm-hmm. But for me, the number 1 list, now I'm going to make a shocking statement. I have never been a mom, never been pregnant. But I've been married to a pregnant woman who has had 5 children. Yes. And I have seen what happens to a woman's body when she's pregnant. So I got to say that if you watch those ladies in the Olympics on the uneven bars, what happens to a woman's body is it goes from the even bars to the uneven bars. The amazing transformation of her body. Yeah. So this would be like my top things that a mom can do that no Olympic athlete would be able to pull off. She would win the gold in all 5 of those sports. But let me ask you, Nancy.
I agree. I would have to say all of the above. That would be my choice.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know this, being a busy stay-at-home mom or a busy mom with all of those responsibilities, it's intense, the pressure that's on you.
It's very intense. And I've said this to other people too, you make every decision, good, the bad, you're the good parent, the bad parent, you have to be happy, you have to be sad. You're making all the decisions all the time, 24/7. You're the taxi driver, the food preparer, the decision maker, the rock, the hard place. Yeah. Every single thing goes through you no matter what.
Yeah. And just the pressure of that is overwhelming. Now let's add to the pressure of that combat. Because I want people to understand your story. It doesn't stop with Aaron having cancer. It's amazing to think that this guy, who was really one of the most athletically talented men I've ever met in my life, professional athletes would struggle to keep up with Aaron Weaver. And I'm not exaggerating here. And he becomes kind of a shell of a man in a hospital bed after multiple surgeries and cancer that could have cost him his life. And Savannah, I really do believe you're the motivation that caused him to recover, to get back on his feet, to get strong and to get healthy and to start to fly again.